Good evening, all. My name is KerryAnn May Rose. I'd like to introduce myself here with a little about myself, as I can't be on the webinar tonight. My sincerest apologies for not being able to share with you live this evening. But I'd like to share a few moments here just to introduce myself and to share a little of my connection with Mary Magdalene, with Yeshua, Christ consciousness, my journey with the essence of Mary Magdalene, and my experiences on the pilgrimage that I shared with Sophia Magdalena last year in the south of France. So I'd like to begin with where my journey consciously began with Mary Magdalene. And yes, she consciously came to me in 2017. That was where there was a conscious awareness of the connection with her. And I was moving through some very deep grief at the time. And she came through to me as a channel, as a embodiment of love and compassion, deep self-love and compassion, which was what my soul, my body, my heart needed at the time. And though it was an unexpected connection, it wasn't any surprise. I say it was a conscious connection because I felt her come through, and I knew it was the essence of Mary Magdalene that was coming through to me. And yet I didn't consciously call her through. Though it wasn't a surprise, or there wasn't any resistance at all when she came to me during these times. I welcomed her so warmly, with a deep inner knowing, a deep remembering, and a deep trust that she was coming through to me at this time to support this deep healing of my heart. And through the softening and deep receiving of her energy, enabled me to really deeply embody what was the truth of these teachings, this essence and teachings and deep love of Christ consciousness was coming into my being. And at the time, I was a facilitator of very deep feminine, restorative yoga practices for both men and women, although my main clientele was women at the time. And so I became like a channel of Mary Magdalene and Christ consciousness teachings for myself, for my own self-love and compassion and healing, but also to share in my offerings. And as I offered, I became a channel for these teachings, which was deeply humbling. Deeply humbling. And I just surrendered in trust to this being the gift for myself, my own healing, but for all who I was in contact with and in connection with in my offerings. And so I grew a deep trust in Mary Magdalene as a teacher, of the deep feminine connection of Christ consciousness and the real truth of Christ consciousness, in its love and its compassion, in its healing of the heart. And that developed over the years. I then, just over a year later, became deeply connected to healing my womb. So from the heart, allowing that channel to move of love and compassion through my heart down to my womb to heal my cyclical issues and issues around sexuality also. And I met the teachings of Uma Dinsmore Tully, a very shamanic, tantric, ancient yogini tantric teachings in May 2018, and had attended a few workshops with her in 2018, and followed up with the training at the end of 2017, not 2018. And I did her teacher training at the end of 2017. And that deepened my connection with the with the deeper feminine essence of Mary Magdalene. And so where I was connecting with the deep connections of Christ consciousness and Mary Magdalene, through Mary Magdalene, into my heart for the purpose of channeling love and compassion, I felt like I was moving into a deeper feminine connection and channeling of Mary Magdalene through the womb. And so began my journey of channeling the rose and the essence of the rose. I began to channel visual energy. I could see roses, the rose energy. I could see visual roses coming through my being to heal different parts of my own energy body. And that has enhanced over the years. And has become a stronger part of healing for myself, but also of healing for others too, as a channel of Mary Magdalene healing for others. And it also was a development of my previous experience of sexual awakening and sensual awakening that began in 2014. In 2014, I had a very, very powerful Kundalini awakening experience, which led a very sexual awakening and sensual awakening, and led me through a deep healing journey that awakened my five senses so powerfully, that so began my journey with Tantra through a deep experience of embodiment. A very deep and enriching and sensitive embodiment experience that was very, very beautiful, but also very, very vulnerable. And I experienced all of my emotions, a very deep feminine journey on the level of processing emotions, but also of my own essence. The essence of Mary Magdalene, the sensual essence of Mary Magdalene, the awakening of the five senses to feel the whole body, to feel the whole experience of being human, and to also feel that connection, with the five elements, with the earth, and to deeply awaken to this tantric experience of deep connection with our own hearts, our own bodies, and also with the earth, and also going through all of the deep relational and emotional vulnerabilities that those sexual and tantric awakenings can have, that we can experience. And so began my journey in 2014, and this has led me to where I am now, which and over recent years, which has been a stronger etheric experience. So it is my belief that when we come to deep embodiment, as an embodiment teacher, what does embodiment mean, right? What does embodiment truly mean? And for me, embodiment is to embody something. To embody is to fully receive, is to fully integrate. And then through that embodiment, we are able to fully be that teaching, that wisdom, and able to share it with integrity with the world. And it is my belief that we cannot fully embody our soul. We cannot fully embody spiritual teachings. We can't fully embody spiritual wisdom without softening and opening to fully receive them and to integrate them. And we cannot do that without working with the body, with soma, with embodiment practices to enable us to be soft enough and open enough to receive all of this. And then be courageous enough also to share it with the world, right? And this has been my journey. And Yes, through my experiences over the last few years, which has been, moving from that deep earth and sensual connection with Mary Magdalene, which is still profoundly, profoundly awakening within me still after 10 years, and it becomes more and more enriching and more embodied, and then from that has opened up a more expansive spiritual connection. And my experience with the pilgrimage last year was a deeply embodied one, and a deeply emotional journey, a real deep an enhancement and an expansion and a enrichment of this Eros Gamos journey that I feel like I'd been moving through over the previous 10 years. And through being at the sacred sites, you feel this stronger channeling, this stronger channel of the Mary Magdalene energy and Christ consciousness also in its truth, in its deepest truth. And in full honesty, the deeper experiences and the deeper wisdom and the deeper insights that I had from the pilgrimage weren't at the sacred sites themselves. Although that was a strong part of it, it was actually when I came to do my embodiment practices in the evening and allow myself to rest and fully open, to fully receive what I'd experienced through the connection with the sacred sites. And where I was in this resting liminal place is where I truly heard the wisdom, where I truly received the insights, where I truly began to embody what I was experiencing. And I had some profound visions and awakenings through those experiences. And I'm open to sharing more of those with you if you wish to, if you come to join the pilgrimage, either on the pilgrimage or before, if you want to hear those. But for now, I'm just going to share with you that the visions and the insights and the wisdom that you will receive are profound on this pilgrimage. And it not only is something that you experience whilst you're on the pilgrimage and during that container, but it's something that you will carry forth with you as an integrated experience and an integrated part of you and your soul beyond the pilgrimage. And it is in my own humility that I join you on the pilgrimage to share these deep embodiment practices to allow you to be fully relaxed, to be fully connected with your body, with the earth, with your heart, with the elements, so that you can feel soft and safe and open enough to fully receive this essence of Mary Magdalene at these sacred sites, to fully receive her teachings from Sophia Magdalena, to fully receive the teachings and the transmissions from both Daniel and Xavier also, and to fully anchor them into your being. And from that place, you can move beyond the pilgrimage, from beyond our container out into the world, and truly be the embodiment of that for yourself, for your own heart, for your own Eros Gamos, masculine feminine integration. And through that integration, you can be this whole person, this whole offering, this whole being of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, this Eros Gamos connection for all your relationships and for your life, for your offerings, for this time, for being the embodiment of what Mary Magdalene and Yeshua wish to bring through us as humans, as beings at this time, for the greatest good of the earth and all its beings and our evolution here. I'm going to leave it there as this is 15 minutes, but thank you so much for your time in allowing me to share with you. And I wish you a wonderful webinar, and I wish you a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you on the pilgrimage in September. Many, many blessings to you in this moment. Thank you.